जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे, तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तब जय गाथा। जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Namaskar. Greetings to all of you who have joined us virtually today to celebrate the India's Independence Day. In normal circumstances, we would have invited all of you to celebrate with us at the consulate, but these are unprecedented times. Today, I will read excerpts from the address of the nation by Honorable President of India. You can access his full speech from our website and social media pages. And I begin. My dear fellow citizens, Namaskar. 74वें स्वतंत्रता दिवस पर देश विदेश में रह रहे भारत के सभी लोगों को बहुत बहुत बधाई और ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं। 15 अगस्त को हम सब तिरंगों को लहराते हुए स्वाधीनता दिवस समारोह में भाग लेकर और देशभक्ति से भरे गीत सुनकर उत्साह से भर जाते हैं। इस अवसर पर हम अपने स्वाधीनता सेनानियों के बलिदान को कृतज्ञता के साथ याद करते हैं। उनके बलिदान के बल पर ही हम सब आज एक स्वाधीन देश के निवासी हैं। डियर फेलो सिटीजन्स, the celebration of Independence Day this year will be rather restrained. The reason is obvious. The whole world confronts a deadly virus which has disrupted all activities and taken a huge toll. It has altered the world we live in before the pandemic. For a country so vast and diverse with high population density, meeting this challenge requires superhuman efforts. With our committed efforts, we have succeeded in containing the magnitude of the pandemic and saving a large number of lives. All corona warriors deserve high praise. They go much beyond their call of duty to save life and ensure essential services. These doctors, health workers, members of disaster management teams, police personnel, sanitation workers, social service organizations and generous citizens have been scripting inspiring stories of courage and selfless service. They risk their own lives to save our life and livelihood. Dear fellow citizens, the poor and daily wage earners are the worst hit by the pandemic. By introducing Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, the government has enabled crores of people to earn their livelihood and mitigate the impact of job loss, dislocation and disruption caused by the pandemic. Committed to taking care of our people stranded anywhere in the world, the government has brought back more than 10 lakh Indians under the Vande Bharat mission. Confident of our strengths, we reached out to help other countries in their fight against COVID-19. In responding to calls from countries for supply of medicines, India has once again shown that it stands by the global community in times of distress. We have been at the forefront in evolving regional and global strategies for an effective response to the pandemic. The overwhelming support India got at the elections for the non-permanent seat of the United Nations Security Council is a testimony to the goodwill we enjoy internationally. It has been the tradition of India that we do not just live for ourselves, but work for the well-being of the entire world. India's self-reliance means being self-sufficient without alienating or creating distance from the world. It implies that India will continue to engage with the world economy while maintaining its identity. Dear fellow citizens, the world now realizes what our sages had said long ago. The global community is but one family, Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. However, even while the world community needs to fight together against the greatest challenge before humanity, some in our neighborhood try to carry out their misadventure of expansion. Our brave soldiers laid down their lives defending our borders. Those trustworthy sons of Bharat Mata lived and died for national pride. The entire nation salutes the martyrs of Galwan Valley. Their bravery in combat has demonstrated that while we believe in peace, we are also capable of giving a befitting response to any attempt of aggression. हमें अपने सशस्त्र बलों, पुलिस तथा अर्धसैनिक बलों पर गर्व है, जो सीमाओं की रक्षा करते हैं और हमारी आंतरिक सुरक्षा सुनिश्चित करते हैं. Dear fellow citizens, we have learned some tough lessons in the year 2020. The invisible virus has demolished the illusion that human being is the master of nature. It is still not too late for humanity to correct its course and live in harmony with nature. Human-centric collaboration is more important than economic-centric inclusion in the present context. The 21st century should be remembered as the century when humanity put aside differences and collaborated to save the planet. The second lesson is that we are all equal before Mother Nature, and we primarily depend on our fellow residents for survival and growth. Coronavirus does not recognize any artificial divisions created by human society. This reinforces the belief that we need to rise above all man-made differences, prejudices, and barriers. Compassion and mutual help have been adopted as basic values by the people in India. The third lesson is about augmenting health infrastructure. Public health infrastructure needs to be expanded and strengthened. The fourth lesson relates to science and technology. The pandemic has highlighted the need to accelerate developments in science and technology. During the lockdown and subsequent unlocking, information and communication technology has emerged as an effective tool for governance, education, business, office work, and social connect. It has helped meet the twin objective of saving lives and resumption of activities. Dear fellow citizens, only 10 days ago, construction of the temple at Sri Ram Janmabhoomi began in Ayodhya. It was indeed a moment of pride for all. People of the country maintained restraint and patience for a long time and reposed unflinching trust in the judicial system. The issue of Ram Janmabhoomi was resolved through judicial process. All concerned parties and the people respectfully accepted the verdict of the Supreme Court and displayed before the world Indian ethos of peace, non-violence, love, and harmony. I congratulate all fellow citizens for their commendable conduct. Dear fellow citizens, when India won freedom, many predicted that our experiment with democracy will not last. They saw our ancient traditions and rich diversity as hurdles in democratization of our polity. But we have always nurtured them as our strength that make the largest democracy in the world so vibrant. India has to continue playing its leading role for the betterment of humanity. We have a lot to offer to the global community, especially for intellectual and spiritual enrichment and promotion of world peace. With this spirit, I offer a prayer for the well-being of one and all. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kasyat dugh bhavet. It means, may all be happy, may all be free from illness, may all see what is auspicious, may no one come to grief. The message of this prayer for universal well-being is India's unique gift to humanity. I once again congratulate you all on the eve of 74th Independence Day. I wish you good health and a bright future. Thank you. Here was the excerpts from the speech of Rashtrapati Ji. Before concluding, I would like to thank the 1.6 million Indo-Canadians, 700,000 Indian citizens, and 225,000 Indian students living in Canada who act as the living bridge between our two countries. While Canada has welcomed people from India and offered them an opportunity to flourish and prosper, the Indian community has on its parts contributed to Canadian life in every field, from politics to commerce and from academics to arts. I'm very proud that the Indian community has come forward during the pandemic, not only to support the stranded Indians, but also to the larger Canadian society. Consulate on its parts has been working with the Indian associations and helping the stranded Indians in all ways possible. Under the Vande Bharat mission, we have repatriated 8,000 people in 43 flights till now. Consulate has been working during the pandemic to provide consular services and to facilitate the Vande Bharat flights. Let me assure you today that we will do everything to make the consulate home away from home to all of you. I hope you will participate virtually in various events organized on occasion of the Independence Day during this upcoming weekend, which includes the illumination of iconic locations like Niagara Falls, CN Towers, Toronto Sign, and virtual Panorama India Parade. I wish all of you the best of health and happiness. Jai Hind.